and welcome back. Shortly, precisely a few small tips in case something like that happened to you. So if you live currently in Germany, but necessarily we have this problem every few years in Germany, especially I'm in Baden-Württemberg, and anybody from the international community here speaking English, but maybe also German people who speak English can hear this. So every now and then we have toxic water. Well, of course, maybe I'm exaggerating here a little bit, but what I'm talking about is about Legionella. There is a specific bacteria, Legionella, in the water that can cause a lot of problems, similar actually to corona. So you can get problems with breathing, high fever, and it's very immune to antibiotics. So the most important thing is not to breathe that in when you take your shower. Basically, they figure it out a little bit later. So you may have a period, probably 1 month already, if not more, that you are breathing in when you're taking a shower. And if you have a symptoms, high fever, headaches, bleeding noses, yeah, quite similar to corona because it looks like it's a similar virus causing the same symptoms, then you may check your blood, because this is how they finding out from the peeing, from the blood research. There is this bacteria. It's actually bacteria. Sorry, it's not a virus. So it's not exactly as corona. You can find it out, and then when in a specific they discover in a specific lab that this is coming from this part of the town and city, then of course they take a closer look at that, they check the water, and here we go, they forbid you to take a shower. Eventually, if it's really bad, they give you filters. You can ask your Hausmeister, everybody who is taking care of the house, to give you a filter. You can also buy it yourself. Basically, what I know so far, some people say that it's extremely dangerous. You shouldn't even wash your dishes. You shouldn't even touch that water because this bacteria actually stays on your dishes. Some people say it's not this way. This is only when you breathe that in. So please do your research. Don't believe me. Verify everything what I'm saying here. So this is one thing. Another thing, for some of you who are working with alternative methods, energizing waters, believe in those meditations, however, whatever you believe, please check it out. So you can buy the filter. The filters have also different prices and apply it in your home. But if you want to have a live water, something that will boost your immune system, what you can do is to, in the glass, bring it to the sunlight. The sunlight is energizing the water, but also you have this stone rainbow fluoride. When you get a rainbow fluoride and you put inside that bottle of water and you connect this with the sun rays, it will tremendously energize your water. Fluoride is also known as a stone for geniuses, and if I said it right, please correct me if I'm wrong. Genius. People are extremely smart. And it calms down your nervous system. This is protective stone too. So it has many applications if you wear it. However, if you put it into water, it can boost, it can make your water alive and energize it. So when you drink it, you may get extra clarity in your mind. So fluoride also acts for that. It gives you clarity of mind when you're working on difficult projects that require a lot of thinking. Fluoride is your friend. So rainbow fluoride. So that's one thing. Another thing that I also think that is worth to mention, there is this corporation, and just like any other corporations, they are very likely to write us fine, so-called Mahnungs in Germany. And I would like to just let you know what happened to me recently. And I just wonder, because perhaps, just perhaps, it was one big misunderstanding here. So there is a corporation called Synlab. Synlab is one of the biggest one. Probably every doctor you go to in Europe is connected to it, so your blood goes there and your insurance covers that. But if you want to do antibodies, like for the corona, which I did a few times, your insurance probably won't pay for that. Mine didn't, so I had to pay myself. And the one bill I paid earlier than the bill came because I was leaving to another country and I knew I will be behind, so I paid it earlier. What happened? I got manung that I didn't pay it at all. But when I came back, I also did another one and I didn't pay attention to the fee. I just was thinking that, okay, they just raised the price. I just did another one, but you know, it came too many bills. And then I realized that was a manung. So I clarified that. I sent them the confirmation that I did pay. I did it earlier. Please pay me back my 10 euros since everything is fine. I organized that. The lady agreed to it. However, nobody paid me back 10 euros. So my questions for you is actually not yet. I wrote and applied. I sent a few more emails to please give me back the 10 euros. They didn't respond. There was no response at all. So I did the same thing. So I wrote the same manung as they wrote to me, just exchange, and I put them a little bit less than they did me. So they wanted me to pay 10 euros. I put them okay. Please pay me 5 euros plus give me, of course, my 10 euros back because you didn't respond to me. And there is a certain way of framing it in German. I just copied their manung just to sound a little bit more professional here. So what they wrote me back, just they won't pay it. No whys, no explanations, nothing. So I said one more time. I got advice from the Caritas and someone who helped me previously there. And the lady said, well, it's a betrug, it's a lie. It's something that they, it is not right. You should write them that and say that maybe you should go to the police. So I did write a letter. I didn't have time to organize it because personally, I don't think it's so much worth it of all those emails, energy, and writing 10 euros. However, my question is for you. If we let it go, and it's 10 euros for me, but maybe it's also for you, and every corporations like that who have millions of patients out there, and they play people, let's say for 10 euros here, 5 euros there. Let's call it misunderstandings for now because we don't really know. But so far I know I am not paid back my 10 euros. Yeah. So how much more money they make if those misunderstandings, let's call them misunderstandings, happen to other millions of people? I'm sure they happen. I'm sure they happen because every now and then someone in my community tells me that they got manung, they had to clear it out, they had to clarify, they didn't get money back, and so on. Just different company, maybe. So here's my little question for you, please. If you hear this, let me know. So what I wrote is, of course, that please, this is the case maybe for the police, not for me, because we obviously have a misunderstanding here. And maybe some of the bigger influencers, social media influencers, or someone who would like to do a good report on it, maybe I should forward this case so everything will be clarified. And if you do know someone who would like to take care of that and bring it into more public to the newspapers, please let me know. I would love to do that. This is more about being fair for me personally. This is not about money because, of course, and here is another question, actually. So think about this. If that would be a lot of money, then people, of course, would oppose. But if companies have misunderstandings like that and they get 10 euros here, 10 euros here, 5 euros there, 20 euros there, people let it go. It's not worth it, right? So I will leave you with this question. It's up to you at this moment. What do you think about this? How shall we, as a society, whatever you live, react to such things? What can we do? I do have these letters. I do have everything backed up, so I can bring it to someone who would like to maybe investigate a little bit more, find the solutions here, what could be done, what not. Let's assume for now that was a one big misunderstanding and I frame it all wrong, maybe, I don't know. But I would like to know someone that will decide. Maybe I should just write something a little bit better, a little bit more precise in the German language. Who knows? I'm not a German speaker, not such a good German speaker too. So I, of course, take everything into account. So with that thought, there is a last more thing that happened to me recently, and maybe some of you from my dear friends knows that I invited Cyrus Parser. For a lot of you, maybe it's a controversial topic. He was talking about artificial intelligence and how dangerous that is, and how is it mapping our mind, how our phone is connected to us also vibrationally, and it can read us, it can read our mind. Would you believe it? I was listening to Cyrus Parser. I invited him for an interview, so please go back and find it on my channel. However, something recently happened to me, and I would like to tell you this because it was pretty peculiar. And just remember when this Corona app popped up, and even if you didn't install it, it was just right there on your phone, showing up. And then people were saying that it's measuring your fever, if you have a fever or not, if you are dangerous or not, that it can trace you in a certain way. I would like to know how. So what happened to me recently, I was going to the park, and sure, I was overwhelmed. There was nobody home. My partner was at work. I didn't talk to myself, but I felt slightly overwhelmed because here we have Legionella in the water. Here the air is maybe not so good. We have often the sky that is, on the weather app. It is the danger, the red color pops up quite often, and there is a lot of pollution in the air, so I didn't feel so well. But I said, okay, let me go to the park, get my music, my phone, my music on my headphones. And I didn't install Alexa, which is very important for me to say right now, because I put the headphones and here it is. I hear the female voice telling me, sometimes it seems like it's really hard, huh? So my question for you is what that is. Did it ever happen to you? Please let me know. And with those questions, I'm leaving you today, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you, your thoughts, your opinions about it. Have a great day out there. Bye-bye.